Hello, and here I am again, Oliver Reeh, with a new chess treat for you. It's from a simul played by Michael Tal versus Arthur Feuerstein in Stuttgart in 1958 it was. On the board we have a dragon. For those Sicilian players among you, the bishop on g7, fianchettoed, and the problem is that black has forgotten one thing to do in this position. He has forgotten about his king's safety on e8. And if black had, now, well, it's not possible, of course, but if you imagine this king on e8, for example, being on a8, black's position would be completely fine. But as it is still on e8, and it just doesn't belong there. Tal's last move was g5. Opening lines on the king's side, and here black took on g5, white recaptured, and now happens something which we very often see in chess. You take expecting the opponent to automatically retake, and this is what happened in the game. So black played rook takes h1 here, expecting, of course, the natural move being rook takes, retakes, and then black could go knight h5 or whatever. But you're not forced to recapture on h1 as white here. And this is, well, the moral from this game, so to speak, is think before recapturing. After rook h1, white has another capture he can do. He can take on f6. And the trick here is, of course, if black now, as in the game, takes on d1 with check, hooray! Next move will be bishop f6, and black has an exchange up. But white has a clever way of taking on d1 now. Which is it? How did Tal recapture on d1? What would you do? You can pause the video anytime you like and take your time to think. After rook takes d1, Tal played knight takes d1. And now black is facing a dilemma because his queen on a5 is attacked. White's queen on d2 is covered, but he again has no time to recapture on f6. And black took on d2 now, and where does white take now? He doesn't recapture on d2 the queen, but he plays f takes g7. And this is a very nice point. The pawn will inevitably, get a new queen, will promote on g8, and look at black's plus queen on d2. It can absolutely do nothing at all. If there were no knight on d4, black could in fact take on c2 and checkmate, but this knight on d4 is protecting c2, and black has no reasonable capture here, and he's just lost. King d8 was played, then now white got a new queen, and now the simplest is to take on c8, followed by bishop d2, and white is 2 pieces up. So think before recapturing. See you, bye.